Welcome to the Think Podcast.
Dr. Sarfati, what are your thoughts on the gulo pseudogene shared between humans and other primates, which is thought to have once produced vitamin C and now appears to be broken? The argument would be that the theory of common descent explains why both humans and other primates share a broken gene, whereas it would have to be explained by reference to an ad hoc just so story on the assumption of polyphyletism with respect to humans and
well, we do
organisms.
have answers on this. It's not really my area, but I mean, a lot of these old arguments presuppose this idea of junk DNA, and now we actually know far more about the genetic coding system, and the so-called junk is actually doing stuff. So I'm actually very wary of any argument which tries to make up that something is junk, because we just don't know what it does. And we do have articles on that gulo pseudogene, which are quite sophisticated. Some of the early creation explanations were not quite correct because they were relying on evolutionary ideas. So the idea was, judging by early evolutionists, we thought, well, maybe that's easy to explain because you have a mutational hotspot. So you would expect to have this sort of mutations occurring because that's a place where it seems to mutate a lot. But now that seems to be relying too much on what the evolutionists were saying about the sequence, and now the modern view is not that. But I'll just paste that link in for you, which is about a paper from two PhDs about the gulo pseudogene and why it doesn't prove common. And there are too many anomalies to say that it actually is a common ancestor.
Okay, so
Common descent, I mean.
Right. So just so we're defining our terms, I want to make sure I understand this. Polyphyletism is different kinds of creatures arising from different acts of creation rather than common descent. Yes?
Well, that's the thing, because most common descent arguments are really evidence of common design, in my opinion, or else they're things which are really the same created kind. Humans and apes are not the same created kind, but I think cats and the tigers, lions, leopards, the domestic cats really are the same created kind, and the varieties of it. So I expect some common thing because they really do have a common ancestry in the pair of cats that were on board the ark. Okay, so sometimes it works, but apes and humans, no, there are too many differences for them to be the same created kind. And also they claim about 99% genetic similarity. That's complete bunkum. It can't be more than about 95%, and may well be as low as 85%.
Huh. Really?
And at 99%, it's one of these evolutionary myths that really needs to go away. Okay. And by the way, since humans have about 3 billion letters of DNA, even 1% means 30 million differences.
Really?
Yeah. So 1% of 3 billion, that's 30 million. And that's supposed to arise. And they believe the apes and the humans split around 6 million years ago. You can't even explain 30 million differences in only 6 million years. So the problems, even if you granted their fairy story, but now it's actually no more than at least 5% difference, and possibly as much as 15% difference.
Okay. So those numbers can be deceptive.